Why the Mullet Swim Around Oahu, compiled by Barry Kavena Pukui, retold by Caroline Curtis. This story can be found in a book called Tales of the Minihuni, which can also be found on ulukau.org, the Hawaiian Electronic Library. Long ago, a young woman in Eva angered her family and was banished. She walked for many days. She was welcomed by many, but always longed for home. After a time, she met a young man in Laie who was a farmer. Love grew between them. They married and built a home in Laie. He had grown patches of kalo, ko, and uala. They would go to the sea and collect limu and opihi, but they longed for fish from the sea. Every day I think of how good some fish would taste, he would say. Yes, the woman would say, I remember my childhood home in Eva. There were plenty of fish there. You must go to my father, tell him of our marriage, and ask him for some fish. We are far from there, he said. I would only be able to carry a small amount of dried fish, and fresh fish would not last. Bring fish in the sea, she answered simply. Fish in the sea? I do not understand. Yes, my father is a man of great wisdom, and is favored by the gods. It may be that my parents have forgotten their anger, and will welcome you. He will then offer you a gift. Ask him for fish in the sea. He will understand. For many days he walked on the trail following the ocean to Eva. When he finally arrived and found his wife's family, they had forgotten their anger and wept for joy in hearing she had prospered. You have done well with all your crops. Is there anything I can give my daughter? We need fish, he responded. The sea in Laie is empty there. Come then, we have many fish in the stores. Half of them are yours. The man remembered what his wife had said and told her father, I would not be able to carry all that back home. It would grow heavy and my back would break. Give us fish in the sea. If the gods are willing, said the father, and went to pray. The man spent several days in Eva. When he left, he took enough food for the journey. Give our aloha to our daughter. As the man started off, the father added, You will take fish in the sea. Fish in the sea, he repeated to himself. He tried to understand, but could not. He stopped at Ko, at the mouth of Nu'uanu, and saw men fishing. There are a run of mullet, said the man. I wish there were mullet in Laie, he muttered to himself. He next stopped in Waikiki and saw more men fishing. There is a run of mullet, he was told. Again, he thought of the empty sea where he lived. When he reached home, his wife greeted him warmly. He told her of his visit and of the journey. Everywhere there were fish, but here our sea is empty. His wife just smiled wisely. At sunrise the next morning, his wife woke him. The bay is full of mullet. It is the fish you brought. When he went outside, it was indeed true. The ocean was filled with silver. Where did they come from? It is the fish my father prayed for. They followed you. Ah, fish in the sea, the man said, then went off to join his neighbors in fishing. At Ko, Waikiki, and everywhere the fish had followed him. That is why the mullet swim around Oahu.